one little slight screw up could be the difference of being Mr. Olympia or being third. And
Are you trying to say I screwed up?
because I didn't say that.
Well, you say between first and third.
I'm saying that's a big. If you're Phil, you can take first, and next year you take third. That's
Oh, okay, Phil. That's right. So Phil will be third next year. Guys, Cisternino said that.
People don't understand that we get paid to work out. We get paid to compete. This is our office. This is our 9 to 5. This is our moneymaker. This is how we make our living.
Yeah. Come on, you know.
Got some water in after that tour.
Your wife.
I love a pee contest.
Me too. I can't stand being.
I function so much better when I'm dieting.
Me
man.
too. I feel better.
When I'm dieting, I'm like, and everything I need to be done. I'm like, I should do this. When I'm not dieting, I'm like,
Like I'm saying, I'm actually eating a lot this time. Like normally all season I eat like one meal and just eat all junk. This time I told myself I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna eat food, and then I got my muffins with me, so now I have my meal has some muffins. This guy got me
Cisternino muffin, bro.
I got muffins.
He got me into the muffins. I'm like, I went to McDonald's and he's like, yo, let me get some muffins. So I went to go get my burgers, and I'm like, I bought a whole bunch of muffins. I said, let me get one for myself. Let me see what this muffin's about. And it tastes good. I was like, wow, they taste pretty good. So, I've been doing muffins or cookies after my workout.
That's a Cito special right there.
That's a muffin, man. A muffin goes a long way. Anybody else here?
I came to the gym first in 2009. Was starting to become a top amateur, and I got the opportunity for Steve Weinberger, who's always a head judge at the pro shows at the national level, to come look at me and assess my physique, and that's a huge honor.
Big phones are for big guys. I'm a little guy.
What's up, Ted?
It's a huge honor. So I started coming up for him to look at me a few weeks before nationals, and he would let me know whether I was on track, off track, and every time that he's looked at me and said I'm good, I always do really well in the shows. The one time he said I was off, well, I tried to make up time, but it didn't quite work out well. So, if you're going to come see him, you got to do your homework, make sure you're in shape, make sure you're looking the part, because he will let you know honestly, and might get your feelings hurt. But he's always really sincere, and his mentorship has been a huge part of my success.
Where are you going to train today?
Back.
Oh, they're training back too right now, Shawn guy.
Human body is an amazing machine, and it's pretty cool to see what you can do with it, with nutrition, with exercising, with just staying focused and really pushing yourself to a limit. Your body will always adapt.
And the hard part about bodybuilding, it's not, you don't have a coach or a team pushing you. It's a self-induced torture. Nobody's telling you to do it. If I don't want to compete, I don't have to compete. I can sit on my ass and eat burgers all day.
One of the things that usually sets the average bodybuilder apart from the person who's going to exceed their goals, win championships, be on the pro level, is that ability to push yourself when you're mentally telling yourself, I can't do anymore, to push yourself beyond that, when your body feels like you're going to shut down, to mentally be strong enough to keep going. And you got to have something inside you that pushes you, that creates the desire. And for me, it's my kids, I want to be able to show them that if you work hard enough, if you believe in yourself enough, that anything can be accomplished.
I'm one of the youngest guys in the 212 division. I think there's maybe like two, three guys younger than me. I'm only 32, and Shawn's older, but Shawn's just, pretty much stepping in his prime of being a competitor, and he's going to give Phil a run for his money. So, that being said.
Well said. That's my spokesperson. That's my PR guy.
He don't want to say it, I'll say it.
I was done after Prague for a couple weeks, so I was going to do 2 days eating whatever I wanted. He was out there eating with me.
In Prague?
In Prague.
KFC?
Yes.
They walked back in at like 2 in the morning, no lie. Him and Dexter looked like second trimester. Their stomachs, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, what?
But he was harder the next day in Italy than he was the damn day before.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. He's a nice.
Age has not caught him at all. Not at all. No. He's like the ageless wonder.
So everything's just so.
Yeah. He's put
Full,
together.
round, muscle
Just put
belly.
together beautifully.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the reason I used to. Like I'm just here to be the president.
Yo, oh, you were there. He almost
Went off with
knocked out William. I was like, William Bonner got in his face in Italy. Ooh.
What?
guy just
Yeah.
went off.
Oh.
Went off at Dex.
Why?
What? Yeah. What happened?
We were.
He said Dexter was like busting his chops in the back, like joking
what
around.
happened was, the first caller was me, Rolly, and Dennis. And Dexter, they didn't call Dexter out. So William started nagging at Dexter. Was like, Rolly's gonna beat you this time. Rolly's gonna beat you. Like, you washed up, good. And Dexter was like, wait. He kept going, wait. We're gonna see who's gonna be in the top 3. So I guess he left early before the show was over. We were sitting at the table and he walked up and he's going at Dexter. I told you Rolly was gonna beat you. And Dexter said, what are you talking about? He goes, I told you Rolly was gonna. He goes, Dexter said, why don't you talk to Rolly? Because Rolly was sitting at the other table. And Rolly was like, nah, Dexter beat me. And he just went off like, I paid my dues. If the right judges were judging, I'll beat you any day of the week. And I'm like,
For me, like I want to be a great bodybuilder, no doubt about it, and that's why I'm trying to work towards it. But I have my business, I have the other stuff going on for me. I think when all you got is this,
You let your emotions get to you.
he's
whole
over
life.
stress. Yeah,
Your
so
whole life.
if he goes to a show and wins $2,500, he's screwed because he's like, especially if he was banking on winning a lot more, I mean, you should be able to have your finances set and everything, but it's not always the case. It's if everything's on the line when you're doing the show, and it doesn't come out right. Just
The only people that can rely on that are like guys like Shawn, Phil, like guys that are at the top.
we're all Olympians, and everybody worked very hard to get there, to be on stage at that moment, and in competition any given day, anybody could win. It just seemed as if the focus was just on Kai and Phil, and I'm like, hey, there are 17 other guys, 15 other guys up here that's competing. I mean, as guys said, I didn't go there just to be a number, whether it's a press conference or anything, and to see that everything was just surrounded. I understand there's a rivalry, but there's a rivalry between everyone. But at the end of the day, when the focus is just on 2 people, it's just kind of like, what about the rest of us? Is the slots already 1 and 2 already taken? I'm very thankful to get number 3, but to get third, but at the same time, my goal going in was to go, hey, I want to be third.
When you're a competitor in any sport, you want to win. Nobody goes to the Super Bowl and remembers the guys that lost. You want to go to the Super Bowl to win. I don't want to go to the Olympia to take second, third, fourth. I've been to the Olympia 4 times as competing as a pro for 5 years. It was good to be there, but I didn't like the taste left in my mouth. So 2015 is going to be a little better.
Bev was training for the Pump and Iron movie, and it was at this other gym that I happened to be a member there temporarily. And Bev walked in. Well, actually, before she even walked in, I walked in, new at this sport, and I walked in, and as soon as you walk in, there's a squat racks, and I saw this person squatting a lot of weight. I said, wow, that's impressive. I said, who is that? The person only had like a pair of shorts on with a t-shirt. I said, that's a very muscular guy. I said, I'm always impressed about how the ability of guys how to lift heavy weights with proper form. So, and I was impressed. I was watching the person do the squat. The weights are racked. The person turns around, and it's a girl. That was my first initial view of Bev, where she was at her peak, way ahead of her game. That installed in me and inspired me also to say, wow, that is such an inspirational view of a person achieving such an accomplishment.